Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're going to be playing some more Turbo Draft. I think as of the viewing of this video, it's probably ended, but I did want to just get in another draft with this one, because the last one we didn't do too well. I think we ended up going 2 and 3 in the end, but we did actually find ourselves a crazy combo, and I really want to try and replicate that if I can. So we're going to put 5,000 gold back into this format and see how we do. So for those who've not seen the previous video, essentially, the gimmick of this format is that everything costs 5 generic or less. So we want to be picking big, powerful cards and hopefully trying to cast them. The difference between this and Omniscience Draft is you still have to pay the generic or the colored mana in the cards. So you can't be picking triple blue and red and things like that. If you don't have the mana to cast it, then you're going to struggle. So there's a lot of good cards that I undervalued. Things like Adaptive Shimmer, I don't think I picked as much as I should have. For sure, and you know, there's a few things that I overvalued as well. I think our Removal of Choice, which was the what was it called now, is a 3 mana green card that deals damage equal to the creatures in your hand. It just wasn't all there, I guess. But you know, without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? 5,000 gold in. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Kahira. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm noticing that we've got an Of One Mind, which is card draw. Definitely something you want to have in abundance whenever possible. So I think that's going to be our first pick. There is a Kahira, but I doubt we're going to be using that one. Anything else in here? I feel like this pack is just, in general, kind of crappy. There's a Migratory Greathorn for mutating and an Anticipate. So we're going to have to hope that, I guess, one of those comes back. Also, Raking Claws giving double strike to a big creature could be relevant as well. But Of One Mind is just easily the right pick here. Porcuparrot, Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind draws. I did like my time with Gust of Wind, even though the sorcery was kind of a little bit of a hindrance more than a help. I don't know if you really want to use Porcuparrot unless you've got a Death Touch creature it's attached to. So I think I might just go with the Gust of Wind and carry on with the blue colours that we're in. I do like blue in this format quite a lot. Frostveil Ambush did a hell of a lot of work for us last time. For sure. Oh, but there's a Lead the Stampede. Never mind. Look at the top 5 cards of your library and put any number of creatures from among them. That's potentially a 1 mana draw 5. So I think we're all over that one. Is Teamer just like the best colours? Because I might be just drafting Teamer again at this rate. There's a King Caesar, aka Huntmaster Liger. Not too big on that one. I think I'd much rather have a Tigerilla than most of the stuff in this deck, and this pack. I guess actually a Blade Banish is not bad either. Power 4 or greater is definitely not hard to come by when everyone's dropping down big boys, and it's a 1 mana white spell. So we'll take that one. Convolute has been exceptionally good. Been very happy with that one, but there is a Dark Bargle here. 1 mana, look at the top 3, put 2 into your hand. And then it goes into black, so then we get into sketchy mana territory, I think, at that point. But we don't know what colours we're really committed to until we find all of our mana rocks and things like that. I think you take a Dark Bargle. Convolutes just come by so easily. And we got another Dark Bargle. Yeah, I think that's what we want to go with. We got our first crystal, and it is on colour in Abzan colours. Not too bad. Would prefer it being in blue partially, but take what we can get. Another Dark Bargle. I mean, you got to take them. It's going to be an Anticipate, I think, here. Yeah, there's no red on our crystal just yet, so Raking Claws I think is just going to have to go for now. We'll take the Anticipate. There's not really anything here. I don't think I really run any of this, realistically. Guess I could take a Tentative Connection. Just a steal. I don't know if I'm going to use it, though. Same for this pack. This one's a little bit hit or miss. I was definitely, when I played the first run, I was definitely correct not to take the tap lands, because I think if you don't play on turn 1, you're asking to lose the game. So I might take Facet Reader as a draw and discard. Potentially sets up a longer combo for us. This has been a horrible pack. Let's take Thwart the Enemy, and I don't think I run it. Convolute came back. Okay, it's not bad actually. And this seems very meh, to be honest. A free 0/2. But then again, there's no real artifacts and enchantments that matter in this format, so I'll take the Cocoon, but I probably won't run it. +2/+2 and a flying counter. I might run that. Ooh, Offspring's Revenge. It's a very hard to cast spell, unfortunately, and there is a crystal here as well. So I think you take the crystal. I don't need to take this, I've got 4 of them for the record, so rare drafting's not a thing for me. Yeah, I think we just take the Indatha crystal. It looks like we're in Abzan. Splash blue. We might not even have to with the amount of Dart Bargles we've got. There is a Sleeper Dart here, which is just a free draw card. So basically running a 39 card deck. Migration Path is here. It's the one that sticks out most of all right now. Okay, go with a Divine Arrow. 4 damage to an attacking or blocking creature. I think that actually had some reasonable targets, to be honest. Could be more inclined to do that. I did see the value in Migration Path early on, though. It very much fixed our hand. But to be honest, Lead the Stampede's our only green card right now. It looks like we're in Esper. Esper with a splash for green, so I might take the Divine Arrow most of all. Give that a shot. There's a Gust of Wind here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going with. I haven't had a real good reason other than Lead the Stampede, I think, to really go into green just yet. There's a Zagoth Crystal. More green. There is a Sleeper Dart here, we're going to hope that comes back. But I think the crystals are more important. Reptilian Reflection, whenever you cycle, you may have it be a 5/4. Meh. I like the Vulpikeet a little bit. It mutates, put a counter on it, and then you also have it as a flyer on whatever you attach it to. It's probably better than the Yoricorn. Mar. Ruff. Ooh, another crystal. We're getting very lucky on our crystals, for sure. Another Blade Banish. Zagoth Mamba. When this mutates, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2. Not bad. It's a bit late for a Whisper Squad. I don't know if I would ever pick this card anyway in this format, but it's too late and we haven't seen any of these. You want to really pick this when you can get about 4 of them or something like that, I would imagine, in a normal draft. We're just going to take the Blade Banish here. I'm playing a real control game, apparently. Okay, so now we have the opportunity to probably play off color onto our green. So we've got the Giraffid, 1 mana 3/5. When it enters the battlefield, it gets Vigilance or Reach. And then the Honey Mammoth as well. But this is double green. That's a little bit too hard on our splash, I would say, even though we're mostly in our green for our crystals. I don't really want to be playing forests all that much, though, is the thing. I'd much rather only really cast these cards if I've already got one of the crystals in play. Could just be another Spontaneous Flight. At the end of the day, it's not the worst, but I think most of our creatures right now, which are lacking as well. Got to put that out there. We very much do not have creatures right now. Got to take the Griffid. Really hope for something in this, in the coming packs that's actually good. Destroy a creature that was dealt damage this turn for 1 mana. It's a 1 mana 4/2 flash, though. That just on its own is probably good enough. Lurking Deadeye. I probably passed you over in my mind a fair few too many times. We got another one as well. Enters the battlefield, target human gets +2/+2. I mean, it's got to be the pick. It's not a good card, but... Ooh, we got Sleeper Dart back. Nice. 3-1 for 1. Not good enough value to me. 1 mana, 1/5. Not good enough value to me. Song of Creation. Oh, wow. Another Sleeper Dart. There is that. We also have a Capture Sphere. We have all the control, but none of the payoff. That's what we're really lacking right now. How many creatures we got? Actually 6. It's not really enough for a Lead the Stampede. Then again, I'm actually considering that in a 60 card kind of style, so I don't know. Top 5 in a 40 card. Needs a little bit more work, but... what do you take here? I also haven't seen any of the shimmers either, which blows my mind. Could perhaps be a Capture Sphere on our to-do list. And again, chaining Vulpikeets together. Ooh, Death's Oasis. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, mill 2 cards and return a creature card with lesser converting mana cost than the creature that died. Don't know if we can make that happen. That one might be a bit of a mystery to me. Alright, so we got the Terran. We got Godzilla. I overrated Godzilla in our first run. I don't think it's as good. I just don't know if Death's Oasis is really what we're looking for here. To be honest, we don't really have the creatures to care about most of all. There is a Ram Through. Could hit a little bit, but we don't have the big powered creatures until the Vulpikeet's a little bit larger, but I think it's probably better than most of the stuff in this pack. Yeah, let's do the Ram Through. Ooh, Baby Godzilla. And Boneyard Lurker as well. Turning permanents. Some good stuff in this pack. Enter battlefield, put a lifelink counter on a non-human. So what does Baby Godzilla do for me? Do. Or do we just go for Boneyard Lurker? I feel like we can actually make this mutate a lot easier. Get us back some permanents, which are probably going to be creatures that are blocking. It's most likely going to be the only thing that really happens. I guess we could return Sleeper Darts, actually. Yeah, you know what? We'll accept that. Fight as 1, a Gust of Wind. Take a Gust. Convolute. Haven't seen any of them in 9 years. Take a Convolute. Another Blade Banish. Guess is our pick. The only real problem with these Blade Banishes is there's lots of shimmering going on, and they're 3/3s that we can't really deal with. We've got all the card draw in the world, we just have none of the payoff. Another Crystal. Oh, damn. On color as well. And Sleeper Dart came back. 38 card deck. That could be just our value in itself. I'm not likely to play any of this, but we'll go with a Fertilid. And again, probably not likely to play any of this. Let's put you in the sideboard. You in the sideboard. Play a Lurking Deadeye. You in the sideboard. You in the sideboard. Alright. So we got some cuts to make. Luckily for us, we have a lot of crystals. A lot of crystals. We were very lucky on that at the very least. So that means that we can take 5 of our lands out of our deck, which is not too bad, which means there's like 8 cuts left to go. Could probably call it 9. In general, I like to cut 1 land from my from the auto tapper every time, so we'll cut some based off the crystals, and then we'll cut another one. Just because the shuffler doesn't really care. Alright, 10 creatures. Oh dear. This one's probably an easy 0-3. Let's go down the facet reader. I'm mostly looking at the lower end of the deck to find out whether or not it's worth using. I don't even think spontaneous flight is worthwhile because most of the stuff ends up flying anyway from our Vulpikeets, so we'll get rid of that one. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as our little cuts. How does Ram Through look? Pretty miserable, right? Kind of looks pretty miserable. I can just see it being clutch, though, later down the line. I don't even know if lead the Stampede for 9 creatures out of 40. It's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We'll go down Fertlid. I think I cut that one immediately last time as well. I think I'm going to cut it, because we've got these Dark Bargains. I can't help but feel like they're going to be pretty good, especially with the Boneyard Lurker as well. It's going to be filling up our graveyard, so we can get back the permanents that we're losing. Maybe to do some fun chains with that. Anticipates are pretty weak. And probably this Tiger as well. I don't really want to go down creatures though, because I've only got 8. I can draw so many cards, but I can't do anything with them. Let's go down 1 Gust of Wind. And 12 lands. Beautiful. It's actually 17. Should we go down another land? Should we YOLO it? I might YOLO it. I might YOLO it. If I was to go down any colour of land, what would I go down? Island and Forest are the least ones. I do need the double green for the Boneyard Lurker. And the blue for the Convolute. So after that it would be... I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, they're even. Don't make it even. I hate it. Go down the plains. Alright. I didn't even need to do that, did I? What am I doing? Or is it because I wanted to put this off one-minded? What did I want to do? I'm putting it in. Alright, that's our deck. It's probably abysmal, but we're going to see what happens because, you know, I'm in for a laugh. And we'll see. You know, it's my money. I'll do what I want. Alright, hopefully you enjoy. If you do, hit that like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get to it. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button down below, or check out the Patreon link in the description. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. Alright, round number 1 with this hot garbage. We've got a Dark Bargle to lead off with. Opponent is on the play. I think this hand's fine. We've even got a Boneyard Lurker, which might be the best card in our deck. We'll figure it out. Basically, Dark Bargain's looking for lands, and that's really about it. Ooh, Crystal. Nice. Well, hopefully we get to resolve it. Opponent could have the Convolute here. Most likely do. We don't have the Convolute mana open of our own. We're going to have to go for Dark Bargle, though. So look at the top 3, put 2 into your hand, the other into your graveyard, but our opponent does have the Convolute. I wonder if you play around that. Or if you just let them do it. We're not really doing anything with that turn, though, is the real problem. If we just pass there. There's a Terran, which is going to have Hexproof. It's going to be a problem, more like it. Ooh, another Dark Bargle. Okay. Please don't tell me you got another one. Alright, well, we got a Sleeper Dart and a Lurking Deadeye, so we're going to take the Island and the Sleeper Dart. was worried for a second there it was just going to pass right through. Then we'll go Sleeper Dart, draw a card. Looking for something to mutate onto the Boneyard Lurker. Alright, of one mind, draw cards. There we go, we got a Vulpikeet. And then we'll sack the Sleeper Dart to keep the Shimmer tapped down, because we're actually going to be able to return it with the Boneyard Lurker when we adapt or mutate onto the Vulpikeet here. Which is kind of a nice combo. Roger and Crystal. Mana officially fixed, I would say. Take 3. Okay. So this is where things get interesting, I think. Our opponent could convolute. If they convolute, I can convolute back. So let's do Boneyard Lurker, mutate Vulpikeet. Put Boneyard Lurker on top. Opponent convolutes. I convolute back. You cannot pay. Alright, crisis averted, maybe. We'll go over. So we got ourselves a 5/5. We get back Sleeper Dart. And play an island, play Sleeper Dart. Maybe we should have waited actually, because we could have gone for Blade Banish. There's a chance that they can play something that Blade Banish actually kills. Ram Through is not too bad. We can get rid of the Shimmer at least. Non-land permanent that we don't control. Yeah, it's not really worth doing much about that one. We'll pass because we're not very much on a life total that we can afford to expose. Alright, they got forests. It's a good sign, honestly, that they don't have good top decks there. Oh, baby. Alright. Vulpikeet is coming down to mutate onto the Boneyard Lurker. So we're going to get rid of our Sleeper Dart so we can return it. Mutate Boneyard Lurker. Under. Get back Sleeper Dart. Play Sleeper Dart. Got a 7/7 now. Oh, chat, we're doing it. We're sort of doing it. Draw a card, please. We're kind of doing a thing, chat. It pleases me. But our opponent's kind of not letting us. Alright. Let's ram through, keep the Shimmer out, and now that we've got a 7/7 and they've got a 3/6, we're going to start swinging. So we can also Gust of Wind things that we don't like. So we're getting for 7. And pass. Yeah, I think our opponent's basically on very bad top decks. They're going to Sleeper Dart us, which is fine. And then they draw lands, which is great. And get him for 3. Okay. Well, we got the land. I could just bounce their Crystal, but that feels a little bit too iffy, to be honest. I think I'd rather just hold up and Blade Banishes and try to Gust of Wind something a little bit more important. Crystal, I think at this point, needs cycling. Please tap the forest. Oh, Sleeper Dart. Redraw. Sleeper Dart, redraw. And a 3-5. Okay, so we're going to get him for 7. Gonna play our 3-5. We'll give it Vigilance. Play a Swamp, and then now we shall pass the turn. Can't target them, unfortunately, with their hexproofing Terran. But now we've got a decent blocker, and we're actually presenting lethal in the air, so they're going to need something a little bit more important than what they've had so far. Greatest Sandworm, that won't do it. And we've took the win. Oh boy. Okay. The deck performs to a certain degree. It's almost the same as the last game where it did something crazy and then never did it ever again. But we kind of got there. It did rely on our opponent flailing a little bit, and they certainly did that. But you know what? Win's a win. Let's go for the next one. Okay, we're in. We've got our wonderful win con in hand. And even a Blade Banish we could maybe use almost immediately. Even a Lurking Deadeye, to be honest. That's a permanent that we can flash in. We'll keep this one. Needs blue as well, of course. And green. Then again, the Mutate's actually hybrid, so it's not too bad. Alright, so I would like to flash in the Lurking Deadeye on the Shimmer here, so that's what we're going to do. See if our opponent's got a Convolute to stop us from doing that. Tranquil Cove, yep. And Sleeper Dart for a redraw. Alright, we'll get him. Maybe. I feel like you fire off a Convolute very quickly there if you had the option. We're just gonna trade off. We'll probably be able to get it back later. It's not though as though we can mutate onto it either. Alright, now we're in that position where we need to find blue mana, otherwise we can't play Magic the Gathering. Of one mind. And a Terran with Hexproof, good call. And we've got a Vulpikeet. Could be worse. And gets in. We're gonna let it. Yeah, I feel like this hand just really pops off once it finds a good card. Target human gets some power. Alright, well, we're gonna get him for 2. Opponent can Sleeper Dart if they really want to. And then we'll play our 3-4 that does nothing other than be a 3-4. Which is not the worst against a Terran, to be honest. Yeah, I'll take my chances. They can have things like Deadeye themselves. I'm just going to have to make them have it. And well, here we go. This is where we take the chance and we find out whether or not it was worth it. Mutate onto the Vulpikeet. We've done it. Make a 4-4, get back our Deadeye. It's actually a 5-5, sorry. Which is not too bad. Could open ourselves up to a Blade Banish if they've got one, which would be kind of rough. But we're going to have to pressure our opponent and hopefully it'll be good enough. We literally unlock our hand so badly with a blue source. If we could just do it. Island into Of One Mind, into probably some of the crystals. And just make sweet, sweet magic from there. It's just another Vulpikeet instead. Which is fine. So they know we've got the Lurking Deadeye. I'm just going to play the Vulpikeet out, I think. Though we could make Boneyard Lurker very large. It feels a little bit too all in to me. don't know where we go with that one, because we don't have the permanence right now to really make the most of Boneyard Lurker. We don't have Blade Banish open if I play my Vulpikeet either. I think I'd just have to go for it, though. Play Vulpikeet, pass the turn, might not even block the Lurking Deadeye on the Terran if they attack him with it, because we just get to flash in as a 4-2. Another Terran of their own. This one has flying. Yeah, take that. Flash in a Deadeye. Another swamp. Please. I beg of you. Alright, I'll attack. Can't afford to block the Vulpikeet. Okay. You're at -1. Good call, opponent. Good call. Alright, we're 2-0. Don't know how, but we are. We got horrendously colour screwed and we still managed to get a game there. I don't know if they didn't do the math or if they just accepted defeat on that one, but I will accept it either way, to be honest. 2-0, and let's go for the third game. Alright, we're in, and seems like a fine hand to me. We got 3 mana on turn 1 with a Blade Banish to take care of anything, and a threat, we could call it in air quotes, for our opponent to have to deal with. We are in the draw, though, which is never really, I think, the good place to be. Pretty sure most on the draw games are probably going to go to the person on the play. But we'll keep this one. We'll see how this one does, because to be honest, I don't know if I'm really seeing Blade Banish as the powerful card that it could be. For that reason. 0 mana 3/3s are very popular, and this only deals with 4s. But if they mutated onto it, then they immediately open themselves up to that kind of removal. So, you know, there you go. Look at that. Each opponent discards a card. Discard a swamp. Play an island, play a crystal, play a crystal, play a tiger, and then this is instant speed, so we'll pass the turn and see if we can get some extra value maybe on the Cavern Whisperer here. I don't know whether it's correct actually to even let them try to mutate onto it, but the downside is if I go after it before it mutates and forces us to discard cards, then it just hits the battlefield, and I feel like it was going to do that anyway. Blade Banish. Opponent says. Could have a combo loop. I think that's really about it, to be honest. I don't think there's a protection spell. Is our opponent's entire game plan falling flat on its face because of this Cavern Whisperer? That can't be true. Maybe they got a Sea Dasher Octopus and they're wondering whether or not they want to mutate onto it in response. That would be weird. Alright, well, they've decided it's dead. Let's see what their follow-up could be. Nothing. Love to see it. Alright, get him for 3. Didn't really want to see a swamp, by the way. That's a bit of a meh draw. Sounds like there's a bird of prey outside. I'm no bird expert, but that sounds like a bird of prey to me. Lurking Deadeye, okay. Can flash that in. Let's get in with our 3-4. What is their hand that they're not doing anything anymore? So we're going to Lurking Deadeye. We're playing the land there because we can actually pay for Convolute. Pouncing Shore Shark. Wow, look how dead it is. Alright, goodbye Pouncing Shore Shark. That's a card I wish I had. That would be some solid tech. I think they're so threat light that it really helps to make those kind of plays. This is a 4-2, so I'm going to go straight in because we can swing right through. Dark Bargain. Alright. This is maybe where we can pop off now. Never mind. Well, we can get 2 pretty decent threats. Can actually swing in with both. If they don't trade with the Deadeye, then we go for our own Deadeye. And we kill the Dreamtail Heron. And play the Giraffid with Vigilance, I think. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what those 5 cards are, but they must be lands. They've got to be something on the line of lands. Or Mana Screw, actually. I could definitely see Mana Screw. We've been there. Yeah, they probably have a 3rd colour that we don't know about. And they were just kind of really struggling to find it. But yeah, we're doing much better, I would say, now. Last run we were this far in with several losses, and now we're flawlessly at 3-0 with a deck that I thought was even worse, to be honest. But I'm very weird when it comes to evaluating Limited. I'm not very good at it for a start, and I don't ever aspire to be, but I have a lot of fun when I'm on it. But I evaluate cards so weirdly, and it's probably not in my best interest. I'll talk down a deck that ends up being exceptionally good. I know we've hit a few really good cards, like the several of the crystals. It's probably way more than average, but yeah, this deck is definitely threat light, and we're lucky enough to find them, I think, is what it really comes down to. But yeah, let's go on to game number 4. Okay, we're in. We have a turn 1 of 1 mind. If our opponent convolutes it, we lose. However, if we draw into a white source, we're playing the game the way it was meant to be played. Or even a black source, we can go for a Dark Bargle. I'm going to keep it. It's so unbelievably risky, though. Opponent leads straight off with a Sleeper Dart. Into double Sleeper Dart. Just no island. Triple Sleeper Dart. You're as lucky as I am. And it's a mountain. Okay. I was going to say, the best possible red card is Lava Serpent. And they definitely found it. Alright, well, we got a crystal, so we're kind of doing our own little crazy popping off kind of scenario here, I would say. So we got the Blade Banish and we got the of 1 mind. I think we'll go straight for that before they actually manage to untap and get some blue mana to counter this. And then we'll go of 1 mind and refuel a little bit. Gust of Wind's not too bad if our opponent's playing something without haste. So, no more Lava Serpents, please. There's the blue source. Into a Terran with Hexproof. Another Dark Bargle. Okay, so what we can do is we can play the Tiger and mutate it. Tiger, mutate. Well, we don't really have a Gust of Wind target. I kind of want that kind of Gust of Wind target, to be honest. So maybe we'll go with Dark Bargain first. Got a Crystal and a Deadeye. So we'll take those. Play the Crystal. And then we'll go with the Tiger. This target's right. Yeah. Definitely don't want to be bouncing anything here. Can't bounce our own stuff. I just wonder whether or not we mutate straight away. I guess not. Let's go Dark Bargain again. Blade Banish is a good hit. As far as the mana's concerned, I think we want blue, because these are not those colours. And yeah, we pass. We're at 11. Certainly Dark Bargain's got its downsides. Most of the damage we've been dealt is from ourselves. Opponent's reading Sleeper Dart to find out whether it's worth it. Opponent's got a Gust of Wind. Oof. Yep, so we're taking 3, but if that's the best they've got, I'm pretty happy with that. Got their land drop. Ah! Yeah, that's pretty good. Now they've got themselves a Death Touch in 3/6 that I can't target. They're just not giving me anything to bounce. So I'll have to play the Tiger. Now I'm guessing that the best play for us here is to double block with Tiger and Deadeye flashed in. Which means I'll just hard cast Vulpikeet. Yeah, this could be a loss for us. For sure. A lot of trading off here that we're not really too happy about. Ominous Seas, okay. They're mostly through all of their drawing at this point, so that's not the worst. Alright, so flash in the Deadeye Lurker. And then it's going to be Tiger and Deadeye block. Because the Vulpikeet, if I can mutate onto the Vulpikeet, then I get double Vulpikeet triggers. Which is cute. Yeah, we didn't really get that, but... Get him for 2. We got a decent hand still. Play the land, pass. Just gonna have to hope that Ominous Seas doesn't go crazy. They can tap our Vulpikeet down forever, so we're basically without creatures now. Cathartic Reunion. Discard, draw 3. Well, there's the Ominous Seas doing its thing. Neutralize, Windspan, Mentor. Ooh, there we go. That's the good stuff. Mutate Vulpikeet. Opponent's got Neutralize. Alright. Didn't think anyone in their right minds would run that card, but... apparently do. The double blue is just too expensive, I would say. Really don't think it's worth it. We are going to Gust of Wind the Ominous Seas when it gets to... probably next turn, honestly. There comes a point where it's too risky to let it get anywhere closer. Lava Serpent is dead to a Blade Banish. Unless they've got Convolute. Then we're probably in big trouble, but not the case. Alright, so Gust of Wind, Ominous Seas, reset that. It's probably never going to be a problem ever again now. Get in for 2. Play the Giraphid with the Vigilance, so it plays around Sleeper Dart. And pass the turn. This round through is not too bad either. It's dealing 4 because of the Deadeye. And we're flashing that one in as well. They keep picking Neutralizes, so I don't know if they value their Convolutes. I sure as hell do. Once at 6, dead next turn if they don't use their Sleeper Darts properly. I don't think they realise it does anything. Which is good for me. Alright. Discard, draw 3. Should have probably convoluted that, to be honest. Would have left them empty-handed. I mean, they can't resolve anything now anyway, so as long as they don't know what their sleeper darts do, I win. Of one mind. I'm just going to let them keep doing things. I really am. I think I'm good. I don't think they know. I do also have Ram Through and Divine Arrow as well to deal with certain things, so that gets countered. Unless our opponent has another counter, they can't pay for it. And yeah, they need a bigger creature than one of mine. Of one mind, leaves them with one black. I think most creatures are going to be 4/4s from the blacks for 1 mana. Ah, they figured it out. Okay, they're onto it. But why didn't they do all of it? Guess we'll never know. So they want to make an 8/8. So I will go Divine Arrow. Oh, it's blocking creature, never mind. Okay, we'll let them do their thing. Alright. 4/4. And Divine Arrow. Get to keep our creature. They go to 2. We've got a Vigilant creature ready to go. I didn't even notice it got up to 8, to be perfectly honest. Kind of blocked that one out. Alright, we'll just keep this in hand as a secret. It's a very close secret. So now they know that Sleeper Dart works. They can keep the Deadeye and the Vulpikeet down, which just leaves the Durafid left back, which currently still needs to be blocked. As far as our draws are concerned, we've got so many redraws. It's going to be a Porcuparrot to start. And an Archipelago. Wow. Now that is a top deck that could win us the game, or win them the game. I'm going to need a Blade Banish for that. Or a Vulpikeet on my Durafid. Yeah, I think that's mostly about it, to be honest. Locks down my stuff. Got myself a Deadeye, which I can kill the Archipelago by blocking and then Deadeyeing. Which I guess I might as well do. Should I do it now? They do have to block. Yeah, I think I do have to, because if they get to untap, then they can use the Porcuparrot to kill Deadeye, maybe. So, creature that has been dealt damage for the Deadeye. Let's get rid of that nonsense. Put them back on top decking to survive. Now they've only got one tap down available. And it's not going to be good enough. Alright. Wow. Wow. Now this run is, this one's interesting. It really is. What are we at now? I think we've 4 wins. Okay, so 1 more win and we've basically gone even. I think 5,000 gold is about 600 gems, something like that. So, yeah, 1 win away, 3 losses. Looks like we might actually get quite close to the 7 wins, to be honest. So, we'll see. Let's keep going. Alrighty then, we're in. And we got best card in our deck. We got Sleeper Dart, Crystal. Not much else to say about this one. It's pretty damn keepable. Before we make our land drops, we want to play our Sleeper Dart and see what we're working with. Might want to hold up and Blade Banish, or maybe even the Deadeye. First, we're going to go with the crystal. Bit of dark bargling. I was really hoping one of them would be a permanent to put into the graveyard for the lurker, but looks as though that's not going to be the case. So I think we take Ram through because the lurker can do 4 damage. And then it's probably not Blade Banish, it's Divine Arrow. Bit of a weird one. Alright, so the only thing we can play is the Deadeye here, so let's just flash that in on end step. Or maybe just playing it out, because we could get convoluted. I don't know, actually. Alright, Bane of our existence. Been in every single game, I think, since we started. And the Cocoon. Alright, fair enough. We'll go Deadeye. Alright, unfortunately it's a human, and that's kind of directly in conflict of mutating, so we can't really do that. Can ram through the Great Cocoon, though. Don't really care, though. Mysterious Egg, for those who are wanting its real name. Yeah, I just don't know on this one. Could pretend we have some blue stuff to do. I guess I'm just going to play a 4/4 out. And then pass the turn. So if you find a Vulpikeet, we're in a pretty good spot. Any card draw is nice as well. Have to see. Simic so far. And Adaptive Shimmer. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not ramming through almost immediately. It's because I'm pretty sure something like a Shimmer is a much better target. Especially when it's got Trumpeting Gnar attached to it as well. Although, actually, no, that's not going to work, is it? That would be a 6/6. I'll have to Blade Banish it instead. Which you can do right now. We'll go Plains. Blade Banish the Gnar. I don't even know if we ram through the Beast token, to be honest. It's not really much point. No, I'll just pass. We might actually get like a Divine Arrow on it later down the line anyway. Our main problem is we can't get through damage. That's the main issue here. So I need my Vulpikeets or my Flyers really to push this one through. It's too much on the ground. Getting clogged up. But we got 2 Sleeper Darts, several crystals, which I can, at this point, cycle away. Charge of the Forever Beast. Taking out my Boneyard Lurker. This is going to mutate for 1 to make me sack a creature. That's pretty rough. Alright, fine. Goodbye, Boneyard Lurker. I'll miss you. Sweet, sweet prince. No blocks. And another Terran. This is probably also hexproof, I'm guessing. Yup. And that's a very bad draw. Okay. Pass the turn, I guess. So the only reason they're not using the Harvester right now is because they've got no black mana, which is great for us. As long as it stays that way, gonna be pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. We are taking 6, though. I think we might just lose to pretty much doing nothing, though. At this rate. I really need something quite large, and that's going to require actually drawing something, which we don't seem to be able to do. Guess I might as well get in for 4. I'm not blocking. If they're mutating onto the Great Cocoon, I'm dying anyway. Take 6. Yep, alright, so now we're forced to block and we also need a blocker. Dark Bargles are becoming less and less powerful. We got a convolute, and that's just not going to do it. Alright, well, kind of flailed around and fizzled, and not a great deal happened there, unfortunately. So, first loss of the run. We're 4-1, I think. Something like that. 4-1, yeah. Okay, next game. Okay, we're in, and this hand looks great, to be honest. We got double crystal. We are in the draw, unfortunately. But double crystal with black mana, which, you know, is fine. I'd rather one be an island, to be honest, because we have some blue that we can't really splash into right now. But Sleeper Dart and a Dart Bargain should be able to find those kind of things for us, so I'm going to keep this one. And just hope our opponent doesn't lead with Convolute, I guess, to start off. It's not something that we terribly struggle with. I mean, we can play like Sleeper Dart, Crystal before they even have anything worthwhile for convoluting. It's just the Dart Bargain I would quite like to resolve, if at all possible. Opponent mulled to 6 as well, so that bodes well. Alright, Forest, Sleeper Dart. Still an opportunity to have blue mana, as weird as this format becomes. Mosscoat Goriak. It's up there on best draws that we could have seen from them. Alright, so we're going to go Sleeper Dart as well. Got our blue mana as well, so we can hold up and convolute if we find something like that. Blade Banish. Okay. Crystal. Play Dart Bargain. And let's see, of one mind. I don't think we take the other crystal. I think we'd much rather take something like Lurking Deadeye. Though big mana is definitely nice. Land of one mind. I think we're going to be Divine Arrowing the Mosscoat Goriak at this rate. Oh, that's a draw and a half. Look at that. Beautiful. Just double Sleeper Dart. Don't you mind. Nice. Okay, play the Crystal, which allows us to hold up and Divine Arrow. And also maybe go for a Lurking Deadeye. Depends on where we feel. If they make it too large for Divine Arrow, it probably means that they're making it big enough for Blade Banish, so it's kind of a nice little bit of a panic button we've got going on there. It is a 2-4 at the end of the day, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's a 2-4 Vigilance, which means Deadeye's not getting through it ever. So it might just be best just to throw it in the way. Fuels up the graveyard as well for our Boneyard Lurker if we ever find that. Why? Oh, they got their own Boneyard Lurker. Makes sense. Yup. I did wonder what they were doing there. So they got themselves a Boneyard Lurker, and as we mentioned, they've put themselves into Blade Banish range, which I actually think is harder for us to achieve at this point, which is really weird. I'm going to get rid of it, though. Yeah, I have a much harder time getting Blade Banish to really stick on a creature. That's a very good draw. Okay, so pass. We got Convolute to stop them from establishing a board state, and then we've got double Deadeye for 8 damage points later down the line. And we are just going to use it for the 4 points of damage. With Convolute backup. They're holding for something, but we do have Convolute, so it doesn't really matter what it is. It's probably another Shimmer, if I had to guess. Would I counter a Shimmer if they had one? I guess I might consider it mostly for the extra damage. And trading off just for a Deadeye doesn't necessarily right now seem like a good idea. It's mostly the follow-up that I worry about. If I was to counter the Adaptive Shimmer, and then next turn they just absolutely spam loads of crap at me, it'd be a bit of an issue. Alright, so they're just going to Sleeper Dart one of my Deadeyes, which is fine. Par for the course, I would say. But now they just can't resolve anything. Corpse Churn, mill 3, return a creature. Sure. I took my chances there that they wouldn't find anything. I was pretty happy with myself there. Corpse Churn would have been okay, and actually no, it would not have been okay in our deck. Our deck is very creature light. It's disturbingly light on creatures, in fact. Well, another plane's less than ideal, but we are in the driver's seat on this one, so it's hard to feel too bad. Play land and go. And yeah, we're threatening down lethal now. So if we can't kill it with a Blade Banish, then we will go for the Convolute. Extinction Event. Absolutely not. Can pay for Convolute. Alright, so now they've got their chance maybe to play something that can block our creatures. If they don't play it now, we've got Convolute open, and that looks like it's going to be the win. Wow. Wow. Victory. He's done it. Alright, I think we've gone even. We are 5-1, I believe. Am I correct? 15th win for the day. Yeah, 5-1, so we've got 650 gems and a pack in addition to the packs we've already paid for. Anything further than that is just pure profit, so let's go. I mean, these packs, by the way, are just 20 gems for me, so, you know, just add 20 on to whatever we're opening. A little bit of vault progress, and that's really about it, but yeah, let's keep going, shall we? Okay, we're in. We've got Sleeper Dart and Dark Bargain to lead off with on the play as well, so we're going to keep this one. We'll start with Sleeper Dart first before we make any land drops, because we might end up with a crystal that, you know, we might want to bargain off of to lead off with an island into a convolute, something like that. Something convoluted, indeed. So this one's for all the marbles. It's a bit of a shame that we got completely mana screwed on the last game. Okay, they're letting us in. Alright, Sleeper Dart to lead. Opponent going straight in with the skimmers, letting us know what's up. Alright, other Sleeper Dart. And a Vulpikeets. Alright, so now we're going to have to go Dart Bargain. And we got the Convolutes. I kind of want both of them, to be honest. Even though I can't use them right now, I think they're actually quite important to have. Way more than the 4-2. So they get one good turn here, and then if it's not great, we get to hold open the Convolutes and see what happens. Zagoth Crystal to lead. Which is the Sultai one? Yes. Tough choice for our opponent, apparently. Yeah, this hand has a very high fail rate at the moment. It's gonna need a little bit of help. Primal Empathy. Oh, damn. That's a good card. Huh. I'm gonna hate that being in the on the battlefield. So we're at 15, got a Blade Banish. Alright, so the way this is worded, at the beginning of upkeep, draw a card if you control a creature with the greatest power among creatures on the battlefield. Otherwise, you put a counter on the creature you control. So they're just going to draw a card and not get a counter, which is really annoying. Yeah, drawing 2 cards a turn. I think that's probably just going to win them the game, honestly. You know that Deadeye that I had? That 4-2? That could have put them in Blade Banish range. That's feel bad. Opponent anticipates, that is fine. We don't want to counter that, we want to counter something that's far worse, like a Primal Empathy. A 3-5. It's out of range of all my removal. I'm going to convolute that. That just gets straight in the way. And take 3. Not going to use a Sleeper Dart on a Shimmer, it's just not worth it. Ugh, and this is kind of where the fail rate comes into play. Oh, it's going to be like last game where we didn't do anything. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Alright, 3rd land for our opponent. Just a white land will do some serious work here. Dark Bargain. I'll convolute the card draw. And they got their own. Okay, fair enough. I'm convoluting the card draw, which is usually not a good idea, mostly because I don't think these cards are particularly good, nor can they use them, which is why we're kind of in this little stalling position, but yeah, it's kind of trying to fight a losing battle, to be honest. I don't think there's anything we can really draw that's good. It's just way too late. The moment that Empathy came down, I think we lost. It's probably why they're at such a high win rate right now. This card's real good in Limited. Sack a creature and gain life equal to its toughness, draw a card. Yep. They are also exceptionally slow at playing the game. Which I'm not gonna lie, it's getting to me a little bit. It makes me want to just scoop right now. But I'm not gonna Yorgo them. Sometimes attacking for 3 or not attacking for 3 when your opponent's on 9 is a difficult decision. Alright, Dark Bargle. Oh, take of 1 mind and the planes to play Vulpikeet, I suppose. Play Vulpikeets. Yep, that was an exceptionally pathetic turn. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. Not happy at all. Lava Serpent, yeah, just kill me. Just kill me. Ram through. Do it. Do it now. Get out of here. Ah. Kill me. Alright, well, I'm going to block for 5. Because for some reason, I want to play this out. I don't think there's a draw in the world that can really change all of this. So we're going to Blade Banish the Lava Serpent. We're going to lock down the Shimmerer. My turn. A crystal. I really don't need that. Should have played a land first, because I will get convoluted. But if I do, this game ends quicker. Thank you. Alright, let's concede. I'm not playing that one out any further. Alright, fair enough. Well, we had a really good start, and then a really weak end, unfortunately. That's just how it happens sometimes. I guess the variance just did not spread out in the way that it usually would. But, you know, 5 and 3 in the end is not bad. We went completely even, depending on your perspective, I suppose. I didn't really need the gems or anything like that, but... And also, all my packs are gems. So, you know, it was fun. That's where I got my money's worth. So any win rate was good enough for me, to be honest. And there's a Sleeper Dart. Would have loved that. This card art's so cool. Just want to say that. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, also Farfinders. Where were they? We didn't see any of them. They're great. None of them at all. But yeah, if you've enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It's probably not going to be any more of this after this video, mostly because it's probably expired and I need sleep. I need to go to bed. So, hopefully you've enjoyed, because I've suffered for this video. So I hope you really have. But yeah, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you all tomorrow when I wake up. Ta-ra!